Hello, welcome to the Midnight Snack podcast. God, I already had a stroke tonight. Okay, off to a roll. This is Brandon. I'm Austin, and behind the camera and computer, it is Justin. He's irrelevant. Brandon is currently eating. I don't really know. It kind of looks like a pasta and cheese.
It's chicken salad, stuffed jalapeno casserole, and it's beautiful.
And I'm eating ice cream.
Yeah,
We're all
Fat
fat asses
asses.
today.
Yep.
So I didn't tell Austin what we're gonna. Oh, I don't have to do that anymore. I wasn't gonna tell Austin what we're gonna do at the very beginning until like 2 minutes ago.
yeah.
But before we get into any of the topics, there's a couple updates that I want to talk about. First, I really hope that the frames aren't that bad, but if you can't tell, our video quality went up dramatically from last time. So yay, we're learning. And then also, if you've been,
There's a yay on there. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, there is?
I know there's the slap one, which is slap. Ah!
No, there's like a yay.
Yeah, I remember it.
And then
like
if you
celebrate
and then
or
if you've also
something.
been following the channel, which there's like 8 subscribers and most of them are us, but if you have been, then you'll see that we've also released videos with funny thumbnails. So
Yeah.
we'll keep trying to do that throughout the week, posting videos and shit.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I figured out is that my microphone was not very loud. So I decided to fix that, although by fixing that, I removed Justin's ability to speak. So
Damn.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Nice.
Thank you.
Fuck you.
Anyway, today I
No.
think it would probably be a good idea to talk about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard story. So for those of you who haven't been keeping up with modern day news, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are currently in a lawsuit where Johnny Depp has sued Amber Heard for defamation, which is a term that describes the use of language, typically through speech, in which you derogatorily or defame someone's name. And that action brings about certain damages. So Johnny Depp is accusing Amber Heard of making the false claim that he had abused her in some way, and that this claim had spread so fast and so far that he can't get a job in Hollywood. He's lost a lot of money, according to this false claim. So that is his damages. So right now, they're currently, I think, week 1. They're in week 1. Johnny Depp has taken the stand, given testimony about pretty much his entire fucking life, and then what happens in court cases is if a witness goes on the stand, the defendants or the plaintiffs, whoever brought up the witness or whoever didn't bring up the witness, I should say, can what is called cross-examine, meaning that if I put let's say I'm a lawyer and I put a witness forward that would testify that my client didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
What can happen after I'm done doing that is the other lawyer on the other side for the other person can cross-examine the witness and ask the witness certain questions to try to break down their story and make it less legitimate.
Mm.
It's common, but Johnny Depp decided to go on the stand. It's a risky move in most cases, especially when you're talking about criminal cases, because you do have that risk of cross-examination where you either perjure yourself, which is lying under oath, or you may give information just because, 6 hours. It was 6 hours.
Yeah.
That's including a 15-minute break, a 30-minute break, and a 15-minute break of just constantly being asked question after question after question. So it's very easy to mess up. That's why they don't recommend that you do it, but he didn't have much choice, so he decided to take the stand.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with it?
Mm.
I know you told me about the phone call. And
Yeah.
what is it recently now that all of these famous actors, specifically men, are being abused by their spouse? I mean, Will Smith, we had a couple weeks that we talked about that. And then now it seems that the Johnny Depp Amber Heard story, which, to be honest, has been ongoing for several years. I already knew that Amber Heard was a bit of a bitch before I got to the trial, so maybe I'm a little biased, but as far as I can tell, she is a bitch, and she is abusing Johnny Depp, or at least allegedly, I think, is probably a good thing to say, because I don't want to get sued from a bitch.
I do.
Yeah, apparently. But what's coming out a lot with the trial is just how fucked up Johnny's life is. I would say it's pretty similar to yours, except a little bit more so.
Except for he has $75 million.
Yes and no.
Google says so.
More money, more problems.
Yeah, exactly. 99 problems, but a bitch. Well, a bitch A is one. So, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate to see because he's already been spiraling out of control when it comes to drug use. Because his
you could tell, like when he was talking on the stand.
Yeah,
he's not all
he
there.
Goes, it's like there's a little bit of a I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say, but it's not happening. So yeah, it's unfortunate. It has to do with his upbringing. His father left the home pretty early on, and his mom fell into a very depressive state. So he had to cope with that, and the way that he coped with it was
Drugs.
Cocaine. I don't think he ever did methamphetamine, but his drug of choice is cocaine. And then he was prescribed, I believe, oxycodone or Oxycontin, whichever one's more addictive. And then he was addicted to that for about a couple of years. Then he's since weaned off of it. And then he drinks alcohol like a motherfucker. And that's come out on the trial. And I think they're trying to use that to, I guess they're trying to use that to defame him in some way so that the jury doesn't think of him as being with it. So I think that they're trying to use that attack by saying, oh, look at you, you're doing all these illegal narcotics. You must also be guilty. It's like, okay, I understand their train of thought, but I think it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at the phone call, like the one that you were bringing up, where she said, I didn't punch you. Okay, sorry. Maybe I didn't slap you correctly, but I didn't punch you. I hit you. And she admitted to hitting him like 3 or 4 additional times. And whenever he said, don't tell me what a punch is. And she's like, oh, what are you, a baby? Are you a baby? It's like,
yeah.
It's like equal rights. If that were the case, then equal fights and she'd be in a coffin. Yeah. It's like if this was a gay relationship, it'd be both of them are bloodied in the hospital kind of thing. But because
probably
it's like you can't win in that scenario.
Yeah.
How do you win? You can't slap her because then you're immediately seen as the bad guy.
Just this point, you did this to yourself. Equality.
She shit in his bed.
I was shot in her bed. No, I
you shared the same bed. Yeah, I mean,
it was on his side of the bed.
Yeah. Oh. Just shit on her side. Then you both got up.
I would have just left her at that point.
He did leave.
Oh.
He left and she shit on the bed. They had a fight. By fight, I mean that she kept berating him with, trying to get him to fight. And he was just laying on the bed and he was like, I don't want to do this. And then she eventually comes around trying to pick a fight. And he stands up, sits her on the bed and says, I'm leaving. Don't follow me. And she follows him to the door and squares up. He's like, punch me. Punches him one time. It's like, did you get it out or do you need to punch me again? Punches him again. Wow. Sits her down again and said, I'm leaving. Don't follow me. He gathered his things and he left. And it was about 2 weeks in, his mother passes away after that. But he wanted to get his things from the house while she was out of the house because she was going to Coachella. Yeah, don't trust a bitch if she wants to go to Coachella, guys. And he wanted to get his things, and whoever, it might have been like a maid or someone who was in charge of the house, because he's worth that much money. He doesn't take care of the house himself. Yeah. So they say, now's not a good time. And he's like, why is it not a good time? She's gone. And they send a picture of shit in the bed. Yeah. And whenever he and Amber met, like maybe like 2 weeks after that, she tried to claim that it was his dogs. And he was like, I have 2 Yorkshire 4-pound dogs. I know what their shit looks like.
Yeah, there's a difference between human shit and
Yorkie.
Dog shit.
Yorkie. Like little fucking puntable dog shit. Yeah. It's like, oh, your guinea pig shit in the bed. It's like, I'm pretty sure my guinea pig would have like major colon problems if that was the case.
Yeah. But
such a shame.
It is. Yeah, I agree.
They were married for like 2 months. And she won $7 million in a divorce court.
Damn.
And now y'all know I don't have a girlfriend. Why?
Yeah, And you could look it up, Justin. I don't know what the statistic truly is, but it's a pretty high stat that of guys that say that they don't want to get married. I think it's at least 30%. It could even be more than that.
Yeah.
So, and it's like you wonder why. I think the problem with this story is her.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's diminishing, and I've heard this said by other people. She's diminishing actual victim's voice because by lying about it, now the next girl or the next girl may be less likely to.
You and me both.
Yeah, I've been watching that just keep going up.
Yeah, but there's no.
Yeah.
Why does it say concurrent viewers 1033? We obviously don't have 1033 concurrent.
No.
That's the time.
That's the
but
time.
We don't have any viewers the whole time.
When we started, it was at like 2 minutes or like 2 minutes.
Oh,
whatever.
I mean, we're at 11 minutes now, so.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there is when he was being cross-examined, they showed a video of him being very upset, and it starts with like she was taking it with her phone, and it starts with like her having her phone down here, and it was showing kind of like right here, and then she sets up the phone perfectly that it'll show Johnny Depp, and he's pissed about something that morning, and I don't condone his actions, but I've been there a couple times where you're just upset. You open the fridge, one thing frustrates you after another. You slam the fridge door, and then she kept
pushing him
in a way that she could still claim that she was a victim. It's like, what's going on? And being just absolutely annoying. And oh my God, it was it's like if a guy is that pissed, shut up. Just don't say shit. You're only gonna egg it on, you're gonna make it worse. And I think that she knew that.
No, yeah.
And he went, I think he was grabbing a wine bottle from the fridge, set that down, went over to get a wine glass, still pissed, opened the cabinet and slammed it open. And then of course it flung back, and he's like, fuck. And then he grabs the glass, and I think the first one drops and breaks. And then anyway, it was kind of funny to watch it. But what I can tell you, and everyone in the comments on that video, the YouTube video showing that, it's like, abusers do this all the time, where they rile up their abused victims, and then they'll start filming them saying, see, they're the bad one. It's like, maybe after you kept calling him as a bitch and you kept making his morning absolute awful, then he's going to be upset, and then you're going to start filming. It's like, why did you start filming in the first place? And then eventually he comes around and he sees, are you filming me? Are you filming me? Really? And he grabs the phone and he chucks it across the room. Yeah. I was like, yeah, that one.
Should I play it, or?
I think it'll be fine because it's technically public video. So yeah, go for it.
All right.
So I can eat.
Yeah,
See?
What happened?
Oh, I had pressed.
Yeah, it was.
It's gonna be loud. You might want to turn it down a little bit.
Motherfucker! What happened? What happened?
That's his wife.
That's Amber, ex-wife.
Yeah.
I've been there though.
I've done this exact same thing.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta like.
If someone was filming me, obviously it looks bad,
happened
but
this
you can
morning.
even see in this
No.
video, he does not hit Amber at all. He doesn't touch Amber. He's just pissed.
Yeah.
Nothing happened to you this morning.
Yeah, you're right. I just woke up and you were so sweet and nice.
See?
We were not even fighting this morning. All I did was say sorry.
Did something happen to you this morning? I don't think so.
He's obviously drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing.
You want to see crazy? I'll give you fucking crazy.
He's trying to hide her phone.
Oh, you're crazy.
I love that wine
Have you
glass.
drunk this whole
That's a mason jar wine glass. Oh,
You got this going?
Just started it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
I think he chucks it outside.
Bye.
Got shit on me,
No,
motherfucker.
I didn't. You were smashing shit.
Bye.
Dude, you laugh. You hear that? You went, huh? Like I got you, bitch. What a
Yeah.
keeper, you know?
Fucker.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker!
I was trying to press one and that shit happened. That was
I feel bad for him, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he
That's
has
kinda
kids that have to basically watch him admit to doing all these drugs and
Mm-hmm.
living that life. Which, I mean, to be honest, you put yourself in that position, but I don't think that she should win shit. In fact, I think she should go to jail for what she said. I think we need to start making this a little bit more punishable. It's
For
ridiculous. Yeah, for lying. I mean, that's not the only extent to most of the lies that happen in these cases. Like, in some cases, guys didn't touch a girl, never
Oh, yeah.
met a girl, and she says, that guy raped
Yeah.
me. And he loses his job, he loses his family, he loses all of his career and ambition goals.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time that the truth comes out and his name is exonerated, he still can't do anything. And he's
Yeah.
lost his family, he's lost his job, he lost all modes of income. And then what happens? He eventually kills himself. I think that woman, I'm not saying there's that many, but the women that do that should be charged with the same crime they alleged the victim. So you should go to jail for the same sentencing of
Yeah.
years for that same
they're trying
crime.
to ruin his life. Why can't your life be ruined?
And
Yeah.
okay, the only argument against that is, well, then rape victims won't want to come out because what if they prove that? It's like, okay, I think it would have to be obviously she lied and there's no way that happened.
Mm-hmm.
There
To
has
where that
be-
happens.
There has to be proof that she lied.
Yeah, I think it would have to go into further sentencing, and then in most cases she confesses like, oh, I lied about it. In most cases.
She did.
And no, not her. In
Oh,
like rape
yeah.
victim case or fake rape victim cases, like
Yeah.
a lot of it was happening in colleges,
Mm-hmm.
and I was scared when I went to college. I was like, I don't even have to know a bitch
Mhm.
before she does, and I was like, I need to buy like a recording device and keep it recording at all times while I'm at the school, kind of thing. I didn't end up doing that, but it's like I'm one of the only guys on the campus, really. I was like 20% of the campus was guys, 80% was girls, and I was like, any one of these people can say that I did something, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to attend this school again or any other school, and there goes my aspirations of becoming a doctor because one
Yeah.
bitch lied. It's like, come
Yeah.
on.
You also have to carry a camera around all the time to prove that it didn't happen.
Or just keep
Sad.
your receipts. Basically, like, I was in that class. Here's all the witnesses to that class. I left. I left shortly afterward. Here's all those witnesses.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to know where my location was at that time, I have a location app in my phone that knows exactly where I was. I was on this, but it's like,
Yeah.
really. So, like I told you guys, it's like I just kind of acted like maybe, and I've done this in the youth group too. Maybe he might be gay, kind of thing. Because and then it's like
Then you
all I
can't
got to
get
do is
charged.
pull the gay card and be like, hey, I obviously didn't do that. Why? Because I'm gay. Oh, and then she will be like, oh, well, sorry, it wasn't you, and then be like, no, I'm straight. And
Oh,
then,
it was you.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I poked you. I realized you're full of shit. You better not do that shit. Oh, I'd love that moment, but it never happened, luckily enough. And it was rare among colleges, but it happened.
I mean, a lot of actors get that though, where
That's true.
victims come out years later,
Mhm.
and it's like,
I mean,
it's like really.
you remember Brett Kavanaugh, the Supreme Court justice?
Yeah.
That was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh, when did it happen? Oh, it happened maybe on this day through this week. Oh, where did it happen? Well, it might have
Yeah.
happened here, or here. When did it happen? Well, it was kind of at this time.
Yeah.
How did you get to the party? Oh, I don't remember. It's like, come on. And it's like, oh, it happened 40 years ago. It's like,
Yeah.
why haven't you said anything until now? It's because of what? He's becoming a Supreme Court justice, not being a judge or a lawyer or having a family. No, that's not when you come out. But now you do? It's
Yeah.
like, come on, bullshit. And the only
Yeah.
thing that saved him is he kept a journal. His entire life, he kept a journal of every day of what happened throughout the day. It's like, come on, that was ridiculous. And
Dude.
I started tearing up whenever he was talking about his daughter and how his daughter was reacting. It's like, I'm not gonna tear up, but he said that his daughter was praying for the person accusing him of rape and saying, I hope that maybe someday she can, find it in her heart to forgive or do that kind of thing. And it wasn't that, not forgive, but to know who her dad really was. And he's reading it as a father, his own daughter saying something that even I would struggle to say as an adult, but she's being compassionate toward her, not like, I was like, so innocent and beautiful, and you could see that through the eyes of the father, and he was tearing up, and I was like, yeah, that's proof. It's like, fuck you. There's some people that came out to me like, I don't believe him. It's like, I'm gonna play this video for you and tell me if whether or not you believe him. And I played it, and it's like, whether or not they did, I don't know, but I was like, come on, you could ruin this man's life. Luckily enough, he had a wife and a family that believed in him and believed him. But how many times has that happened? I mean, maybe a few times. So, I guess, reiterate, if it's happening to you, you don't want to be like Johnny. You don't want to be like Will, because the longer you're in it, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them will likely end in divorce, and then Will Smith, who is worth I think $350 million, will likely lose half of it to Jada, even though Jada cheated on him, which I think is bullshit. And I think anyone out there with a conscience and any kind of moral, ethical standing will think the same. That it's bullshit that your cheater can take so much from you. It's like, come on. They already took so much from you. I think that's bullshit. Plus, I think at this point they should divorce. Their kids are old enough. They're all out of the house. You don't have to worry about that anymore. I think that marriage is long over.
Do you think one of them's religious at all?
No. I mean, I don't think so.
I know that can stop it.
I think that he always loved and adored her,
Damn,
but
I heard that.
she never loved him.
Yeah. Well, based off the podcast.
I started watching a little bit more into that. She apparently was not in a relationship with, but started talking to Tupac before he passed away, and how she says, "Oh, he left me." It's like, oh my god, really? And I think Will was just like sloppy seconds, and she hasn't thought of Will anymore since then.
Yeah.
She's been holding on to Tupac, and she's been holding on to whoever she's sleeping around with now. It's like, yeah. They apparently they never really talk anymore, and you can kind of tell too, because every time that they do talk, it's pretty
short
and dicey. It's like always about something he did or something she did, that kind of thing. But
it's weird that they get married a month before they divorce. Basically.
That was Johnny's case, and I think it was a little bit more than a month, but it was less than a year.
Oh, okay. I think she was using him.
I think so too, because her previous marriage was to a woman.
Oh,
Seriously?
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
And she's been accused by that same woman of abusing her.
Wow.
So, yeah, I would say so too. I think it was more for the money and the fame. It's like, how can I launch my career? Oh, I'll marry Johnny Depp. That'll help me. And now she got a role in Aquaman 2, which I hope that they revoke immediately.
Probably not, knowing.
They revoked all of his roles. I think that it should be that she should too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's all depressing shit.
Yeah, it's too bad because Johnny Depp is a good character.
He reminds me a lot of you. If you were like coked and drugged out all the time.
Here.
Yeah. Even the way he talks, he's really like more of a slow talker. Yeah. And he's introverted too. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a slow talker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the opposite most days now. Right now, I'm kind of tired, so I'm a little slower.
I can be both.
Yeah. Well, moving on to a little bit of kind of lighter news, kind of not. Apparently,
I'm pregnant.
No. So the mask mandate for like air travel, sea travel, all the different transportation, public transportation, was supposed to be extended until like May 5th, May 6th. So not that far away anyway. And some judge decided to actually shoot that down and made it to where you could wear a mask, or you don't have to wear a mask right now. And then now another court appealed that decision. So now the previous decision that you do have to wear a mask, which isn't a rule, it isn't a law, but people follow it anyway. It's so stupid. You shouldn't have to wear masks on a plane because their ventilation is probably the best ventilation system, maybe excluding like nuclear reactor facilities.
Well, it has to be good, otherwise people start struggling.
Well, yeah, because you got to scrub the CO2 from the air and ensure that there's enough oxygen inputted. It's like you need strong filters for that. So they prove time and time again in every courtroom that air travel is among the cleanest, and hardly anyone there's been hardly anyone that can tie in when they got sick from that day that they were at the airport or on an airplane.
Yeah.
No, they even said that air travel, there hasn't been a lot of cases from air travel specifically. It's from other things.
Including airports.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they could say, well, it's because of the masks. It's like, I don't think so.
No.
Because everywhere else, like the let's say Walmart, it's like people still got it there and they were wearing masks just incessantly. So I don't think so.
I got sick wearing a mask twice.
Yeah. Well, I was wearing a shitty mask. So, yeah.
Weren't we all?
Yeah, true. It's like everyone in the way that they wore them, it's like it didn't help anyway. So, first question in regards to that, do you think healthy people should wear masks?
No. Unhealthy or healthy?
Healthy.
Healthy? I don't think you should wear a mask in general unless you have,
COVID strike, this video's going down.
have a...
You're not allowed to say COVID.
Healthy people are supposed to wear masks. Why? Because they might be infected. But are they? Well, they might be. Are they? They might be. Are they? They might be. So should I might wear a mask? Fuck
No.
you.
Maybe.
But,
I agree with you. I think it actually makes healthy people more sick than it makes
yeah, because
sick
I
people
mean,
more
you're
healthy, if you
putting
will.
so much bacteria and everything else,
Yeah.
that bacteria right there.
like, back into your immune,
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's worse for you than the actually just breathing fucking oxygen.
It's air.
It's not oxygen.
I don't give a fuck.
I always say that. 'cause
Dude,
it's
I
stupid.
tongue punched so much air back in the day, like before this whole mask.
Oh, yeah, I
mandate.
know what video you're talking about. Okay, the next story. I don't know if any of you heard this because it's more political than it is pop culture, but it is a little bit about pop culture. So, Disney stock recently plummeted.
A lot of stocks have.
So is Netflix and all of them, but
Yeah.
Disney specifically, I think, can be attributed to one specific governor in a state called Florida, in which
Hell yeah, brother.
he called a special session, which is just a fancy term to say he called everyone in his Congress in that state, in the Senate, to come forward and make a decision. I keep hitting this thing. Make a decision on whether or not they should allow Disney World to still be tax exempt. And they said, no, you should not be tax exempt anymore. So now Disney World will be taxed. And if I remember correctly, they had a special agreement in which that everything that they build doesn't have to be up par with regulations of the state. Now they do. So now they have to invest billions of dollars to make sure that their infrastructure is in regards to the regulations. And I think the reason mainly that the governor is doing this is because Disney has taken a stance that they stand on the side of LGBT and spreading that kind of. Okay, there's a difference between standing with those who are gay, trans, lesbian, and all that stuff versus pushing material for kids about the LGBT. And Disney had a recent video exposed of all of their top like animators and all that kind of stuff, saying that they're trying to push as much queer material as possible.
Woo!
To which Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, responded, "Well, No longer are you tax exempt. So good luck, Disney. What are you gonna do? Move to another state and invest billions of dollars in another state? Good luck.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want your shit here. And I think a lot of parents woke up to that. They're like, I don't want to show my kids any Disney movies anymore.
Mhm.
Lightyear, they're supposed to have a lesbian couple kiss. What was another one? There was one that came out recently, show or otherwise, that had like a lesbian or a gay story come out. I can't remember which one it was, but I guess I'll continue on. Oh yeah. Is this a good move?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so too.
I
I think the only problem with it is how much power are you willing to give to the government to shut down companies?
Have Disney characters ever kissed in a
Lesbian characters?
no, like regular guys?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
Yeah,
remember,
Pixar
sorry.
movies. Typically like mom and dad, even though Pixar, most of them aren't alive, and Disney, most of the mom and dads aren't alive. It's like
Or
Disney
like
doesn't want your mom and
Princess and-
dad to be alive.
Or like a princess and
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Snow White or
Mhm.
Sleeping Beauty. She had to be
Yeah.
woken up by a kiss kind of thing. So yeah, it's typically romance is what they focused on solely.
Mhm.
It wasn't just like like that kind of kiss, like I'm sucking his tongue kiss.
I'm so glad you actually did that.
Nice. So yeah, I'd say it's a
Sounds
good
like
move.
You've done that before.
Yeah. Yeah, why shouldn't Disney pay taxes for their overpriced admissions and food?
You're right.
Yeah. I mean, then again, they'll just raise the prices to accommodate, but
Yep.
still, it's just like, what, $160 per person to get in? And then,
Yeah.
like, each food item is like
Yeah.
$12 to $20, unless you're like living out the dream bougie, you love Disney, and then it's like $300-$400 if you're going to all the special restaurants and buying all the. Their most expensive item, because my wife and I did that, we're like, what's the most expensive item in all the stores? It was, I think it was $5,000.
We were there last December, by the way.
It was it was either jewelry or it was like one of their limited edition Mickey Mouse ear hats. I was like, bullshit. That ain't worth $20. Those are fake jewels, glass jewels, if not even plastic. But because they're special edition Disney, they can sell it for $500. I'm like, fuck you.
They got
It was
some-
more than
They
$500.
had some backpacks that expensive too.
Oh, the ones in the
$300.
cases were the most expensive.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the one that was kind of expensive was like, yeah, that's actually kind of a cool backpack. You'd be like, well, maybe if it was like $50, maybe, but not. It was like $350. I'm like, for a backpack, and it wasn't a big backpack either. It's like I could maybe fit a 9mm in there.
I like that you said as an example. We're going to Disney. 9mm.
Yeah, you can't fit no 12 gauge in there, you know.
Yeah.
That's why. They don't
I mean,
want it.
sawed off 12 gauge,
Yeah, maybe.
double
Yeah,
barrel. Well,
yeah.
sawed off double barrel aneway,
Just
which
to
is a
sell it.
felony, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Which I really want one.
I do too.
We're rebels.
Okay, and then that brings us up to the next topic. On the next topic, recently in our area, more local news, there's been a lot of break-ins.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, our store of Domino's got broken into. The safe got stolen, which, I mean, they're kind of stupid because we only had like $500 and they did all that work for $500. So, I don't understand it. They robbed the local, I'm not going to say the name because it would kind of give our location away, a local coffee shop. They stole from the two gas stations that are local. They stole from the Little Caesars. And what else did they steal from? And I don't know if it's the same person either. It may or may not be the same person. I wouldn't doubt if it was the same. And there's a lot of crackheads coming around too, so
Oh yeah.
Austin knows about that a little bit more. He
There was a whole party of them too.
yeah, he sodomizes some of them for some extra cash on the side, if you know what I mean. Sodomize means to suck one's
Oh.
dick or to fuck one in the ass.
I understand what that means.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't.
I didn't know.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it has to do with Sodom, like
Yeah.
Sodom and
Sodom and
Gomorrah.
Gomorrah.
Yeah, because they did all that shit,
Yeah.
and they did it with kids. Like that's why God's like, fuck you. What? It was more like, wait. All right, they're almost out of the city. They're almost gone. Don't look back. Don't look back. And then they, all right, fucking destroy this shit. Oh, I love God. Sometimes that was deserved. And I think they were also having sex with angels, like the not actually in heaven angels, but the ones that were, descended from heaven. The angels started having sex with the humans, or no. What happened was there is
you believe in Nephilims? Nephilims? Yeah.
Oh, like giants that were created from human and half human, half angels. Not really. I don't think.
No, I don't think
so. No. And I don't see why that would. I don't see how that would work because technically angels, would they have genetics? I mean, maybe if they step down, I guess, but I don't know how that works. I don't really get into that. But actually, the real story from the Bible is that a whole bunch of guys and girls got together, and once they saw an angel and how beautiful the angel was, they wanted to fuck it.
I understand the impulse.
Yeah, it came down from heaven, and they all wanted to fuck it. And that was a sign from God, like,
That's not what I was
what the
expecting.
hell? You know what? Clicks on the light. You won't be able to see me ever again. Really? The reported crimes have gone down.
No, they haven't. Gone up a little bit.
Well, that's because of 2020 with the riots,
Yeah, I'm trying to get more modern info.
Reported violent crime
I was
rates.
trying
Okay.
to find robberies.
Robbery is not considered violent crime unless it's a stand-up.
Yeah.
So.
I try to find the graphic.
All right, this leads to my first question. It's kind of like an ethical, moral question, where you line up morally speaking, and anyone can answer this. Leave it in a comment if you want to. If you knew that you couldn't get caught, would you steal from a bank?
Yeah.
Of course you would. I wouldn't.
No?
No. Why would you steal from the bank if you couldn't get caught?
Guys, my life is hellish,
That's true.
and I've already hit rock bottom, so I mean...
I can only go up from here.
Exactly.
You've been fucked over, too.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of like, I'm taking what I deserve.
Yeah, I'm taking it from the bank that didn't do shit to me.
Yeah. Honestly.
It'd be better if you could take from the bank account of the lady that hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just everything from the lady.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
He's still thinking about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do think about that sometimes.
So, Justin, what would your answer be if you could steal from a bank knowing that no one would catch you, would you?
I don't need the money. So no.
Justin's like, I'm a rich-ass motherfucker. I don't need that shit.
Hey, don't you want to retire early?
Yeah, but fair and square. I don't want to do it legally.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like
That
it
would
would...
make me feel like shit.
In my own way, yeah, you got a bit of...
it.
I don't know what that is.
This shit?
Probably.
Shit.
It's a tick.
Yeah,
It's your
probably.
ice cream.
Tick.
I would answer the same way as Justin, and my reason being is that, well, it's not my money. I didn't work for it. Therefore, everything that I would do with it, whatever it may be, there'd be no sense of accomplishment, no sense of achievement, and every step from there will be, well, I could have stolen more, or even, well, now that you're working again, it's like, oh, I'll never be able to do that again, and you kind of lose. It's like giving a mouse everything that it wants and then removing it from that and then letting it live out a life of just absolute shit. It's like you can only take in an animal for so long, tame it before you can't release it in the wild anymore. Is kind of my way of thinking. So if you give someone a whole bunch of money, and they do this with the lotteries, and they can show that with the lotteries, the people that buy the lottery tickets, once they win the lottery, their life becomes shit. Almost everyone who's won a lottery, they're not doing well.
I would never announce I won the lottery to
Yeah.
anyone but family. and
But the
friends.
people who
Close
buy
friends.
lottery tickets, when they win the lottery, they don't know what to do with the money,
Yeah.
and they just spend it everywhere. They give it to everyone, and it's like, okay, yeah, $350 million is a lot of money, but you want to know how to not make it a lot of money? Give $350 million to 350 million people, because that's $1 per person, bitch. It's like, come on. Don't be stupid with it. It's like, learn from it, I would say. It's like if you have that much money, the instinct is to spend it. Like your instinct is like, now I got this good life, everyone can look at me and positive, blah blah blah. It's the exact same thing. You bring a mouse, you give it a whole bunch of food, and then you release it back into the wild, and it doesn't know what to do for food anymore because it got fat and lazy.
Yeah.
Like me. All right. This is kind of a continuation. So, what would be the threshold of money to steal? Not steal or steal. And if you get caught, you can get caught. You won't necessarily get caught, but it's the same risk reward system. How much money would be that amount of money that you would take, even if there's a risk?
10 million.
It'd be higher than that for me. It'd be a lot higher than that for me.
I'm thinking about how much money.
What if there's like a 20% success rate for you?
Well, and you also have to think about it. The more money you steal, the higher the percentage you get caught.
There you go.
So
$1.
you have to give like a happy medium.
$1. They won't give a shit
10
about
mil.
$1 from 1,000 places.
it. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Well, I mean, just go to San Francisco. Just steal all the shit from all the stores. As long as it's less than $999, you can walk out the store with it. So stupid. San Francisco should be a Sodom and Gomorrah story.
I feel like Washington's starting to head that route. Everyone's
Yeah,
robbing.
Seattle specifically.
Well, even our area, people are robbing.
True. And cops really aren't doing that much about it.
It's not their fault.
No. Would you steal from the rich?
Depends.
It depends on what they do to you.
Are they a man or are they a woman?
Oh.
No. It would be, how did they get their money?
I don't think that makes a difference for me.
It
Most
does
of them
for me.
legally. Most of them legally.
Now, if they're like a trust fund child, go
Which
into the
most are.
world and fucking earn it.
Most of the time, that's not the case.
I know a bunch.
Well,
of
even if
people
that
are
is the
trust
case, they
fund
lose all their
babies.
money because they're the same guy
Yeah,
as the one that
exactly.
wins the lottery.
They're no longer millionaires. That's why I mean.
Because they didn't know how to get it.
Yeah.
So it's like
Or what to do with
teach a
it.
man how to fish, then he knows how to eat for the rest of his life. But if you only give him one fish, you only feed him for a day.
Mhm.
It's like the trust fund baby is the guy that got the fish for one day. And maybe they have so much money that they can't spend it all in their lifetime, but by the end of their lifetime, they're just as poor as you and me. So
I don't know. It would have to be like, how'd they get their money?
that
Did
would be
they-
a factor for me.
Did they work hard to get it, or was it just kind of given it?
Yeah, but
given
that's
to
on them. I shouldn't.
Yeah, but I mean, if they worked hard for your money, I'm not going to steal your money. But if you did nothing to deserve that money, I'm having it. I'm taking it from you.
If you can't fight me for your own money, then you don't deserve it, you bitch. No, I'm not that way.
I'm just joking. But
I mean,
would I steal from the rich? Bill Gates, yeah, I would. I would steal from that bitch.
it wouldn't be very difficult, would it?
No.
No, don't hurt me. I like little boys and girls. Don't clip that out of context. That's Bill Gates. You're
Yeah.
gonna clip that and be like, this
You
man
know,
claims to like little boys and
I
girls.
wonder
Fuck
if
you.
the person in charge of us and Bill Gates are related.
What?
Hmm?
You mean Inslee?
No.
No.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
No.
It was a joke because they both like to fuck little children.
Oh. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Why are you looking up Joe Biden?
I'm just looking it up.
All right. This is actually a moral question that is asked in most ethics classes, especially first year ethics. I was asked this question in first year ethics. I only took one class, so not really first year, but anyway. The question or the dilemma goes like this. If you were pulling out money from an ATM and it dispensed $50,000 but only showed that $50 was taken out of your account, would you keep the money? The fuck was that's not even okay, that's not very good. Gunshots? Would you keep the money? Gunshots? Justin, don't interject.
I'm just trying to help you guys think about it.
There was a consensus in my class of college students said, absolutely. They said, yeah. Those are supposed to be like your betters, the more educated ones. They would steal money. They would do it.
Yeah. good thing I'm not a good educated kid. But no, I would probably like go to him and be like, hey, there's something wrong with your your machine.
Yeah, I would too. Be like,
I'd
hey,
be like, there's
I don't
all the-
have this much money,
Yeah.
but if you don't tell anybody, I'll split it with you. Because at least then you could say I tried, but she wouldn't let me give it to her. Only half of it though. I don't know why I said bank tellers are women. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. But
Yeah, it's like a good 50-50 nowadays.
yeah. I was the only one in my class that said no.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I raised my hand. I was like, no, I wouldn't. And my teacher's like, fuck, you wouldn't. And she asked me another question and be like, well, it's not my money. I didn't earn it. I didn't make that money. It would hurt me more holding on to the money in my own being than just giving it back. Because I'd feel like I can live the rest of my life knowing that I didn't do the wrong thing.
I wonder if you change people's minds by saying that.
No, not most of them. She wrote a 4-letter word on the board. She said duty, and it's like, that's why you wouldn't. And she said that's the only answer that I'll accept, knowing that you wouldn't do it. Because what she was trying to tell the class, and she didn't do a very good job, was she was trying to get down that line of thinking, because if you're willing to do that, you're more willing to commit crimes that you don't think that you would. And she kept trying to tell them that, and they wouldn't accept. Like, yeah, no, you would go as far as murder. She told him that. She said you would go as far as murder.
I would.
And she brought up another dilemma. It's called you could call it the Lord of the Rings invisible ring, but this one doesn't have any negative effects. You wear the ring. Now you can do anything to anyone and no one can see you. No consequences whatsoever. What would you do? And most people are like, oh, I'd probably steal a couple of things, but nothing beyond that. And she said bullshit. Well, she didn't say bullshit, but she was like, everyone that said that is like, no, because why wouldn't you go further? Well, because I might think that's bad. It's like, but no one can see you. It's like, if your only keep from not doing something is that others may judge you for it, the second that they can't judge you for it anymore, you will go to the lengths of murder. See? And they're like, no, not murder. It's like, okay, maybe not of a stranger at first, but what if someone crossed you, like really crossed you, like the bitch that hit him, and now you have this ring and they hurt you incessantly to the point where you can make the distinction that, yeah, maybe I should kill him because they hurt me so bad.
Jada Smith.
Nice. You would go and either you would hurt them incessantly or you would go up to murder. And I think most of them didn't agree with that, but I'm like, well, I can see her position because you have no moral framework by what you wouldn't do versus what you would do, because the only reason you don't do something is because of the social fabric, because people tell you not to. You'd be the same person that goes out into the streets in 2020 during the Black Lives Matter riots as a white person, going into a building, stealing something and running out. That would be you. You would be that person, because nothing would keep you from doing it if the social fabric was removed. And if everyone else is doing it, it's not just me. I'm no longer my own self, so I can go in and do whatever the hell I want.
Because
it's called de-individualization.
If there was a purge for one day, and where anything was
oh yeah, Governor Inslee, I'm coming for you, kind of thing.
There'd be
allegedly. I don't want the FBI to come to my door, 12 of them, and be like, well, do you want to go kidnap the governor? They did that with the Michigan governor. They had several other guys that were drunk, and they had 12 FBI agents tried to get him to do it, and eventually got significant enough evidence to do that. But the entire case has been appealed because the FBI was trying to coerce them to doing something. It was interesting because they just wanted the story of.
It's kind of scary.
Uh-huh. Oh, and during some of the riots, or you can call it the insurrection on January 6th, there were FBI agents there. And several people were like, he's a Fed! He's a Fed! He's a Fed! And it's so great because it's like, yeah, definitely a Fed. Like some guy was trying to get people to rush into the Capitol and saying it openly on camera in front of everyone, which is a felony, by the way. all of his charges were dropped.
Because
He was called Ray Epps, I think is his name. And he even told someone that they should push down a barrier. He didn't do anything, but you could tell that he was a Fed, and that was the one that they were shouting at. He's a Fed! He's a Fed! Don't believe him! He's a Fed! And it's like, oh my God. But no, that happens all the time. All the time.
It's like baiting. I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And to be honest, if they wanted to, they could arrest everyone that was in the riots. They could. They sent, I think it was 12 FBI agents to a NASCAR garage to investigate whether or not a garage pull-down loop was a noose because the NASCAR driver was black. And he claimed that it was a hate crime, but it was just a garage pull-down loop. It looked like a noose, to be honest with you, but it's just a garage pull-down loop for the garage of NASCAR.
Austin's catching up.
Hold up.
This has been happening.
So what you're telling me, a black guy called the FBI?
No, black guy claimed that a hate crime had been committed against him, that there was a noose inside of the garage, and after that story broke, FBI agents were sent to investigate if whether or not that was true. Once they found what it was, they said, nope, not true. So they sent FBI agents to investigate what should be a localized, or at least police officers should go and investigate.
Yeah.
That's where our tax money's going.
Yep. Well, no, it's going to
Well,
more than
also,
that.
how stupid do you have to fucking be to...
The garage pull down couldn't fit 3 of my fingers. How is that supposed to be a noose? Oh, some kind of, like, come on, you're extrapolating from your own idea.
A
of what-
noose rope, for one, is about that thick.
Yeah, well, a little bit thinner. It's about that thick because you still have to like tie it around. You gotta
And then the noose itself is
gotta
about
go up, down,
big enough to get
up,
over a neck,
and
and
an
then you
S, and then you
have-
wrap it around
and
the
you
S,
have the wrap that's
and then
about
you
that.
pull the loop out, and then you put it on
So-
your neck, and then you
And
So-
we've been demonetized.
and then you Saddam Hussein yourself. Well, it's more like. Hey, I can say whatever I want. He was a dictatorous bitch. Be like calling Kim Jong-un fat. Oh, you shouldn't. It's like, yeah, I fucking should.
He's a tub of lard. What are
He
you
is.
fucking talking about?
What's
Fucking-
in that
come on.
drink? What are you talking about?
What?
I roofied him.
Nice. His head falls to the table.
Gotta make the show look real good.
Oh, the other thing. Sorry, I gotta pause for the edit. Look in the camera. Thumbnail. There we go. There's a new Thor movie coming out,
Wow,
I'm not
a
gonna see
movie
it.
I don't care about.
but
That's crazy.
the trailer dropped, and they're hinting at Thor being gay. And Natalie Portman's coming back as, you guessed it, female Thor. Our culture's dead. Our culture, really, that's the only idea you can come up with? Well, we're going to take Thor and we're going to make him a woman. It's like, we're going to take 007, James Bond, make him a woman. Jason Bourne, woman. Jesus Christ, woman. Muhammad, well, we can't touch that one because then the Muslims will be mad at us. So, still a guy, but at least he can be black, but not a Jew. He can't be a Jew because then we're starting World War III there. We can't, hands off there. That seems to be the only thought. It's like, let's just come out with a new movie, and the only thing that we're gonna change is women. Ghostbusters, women.
I wonder how
Ocean's 11, women. It's like. And no one watches the movies because it's the same movie, but just women. It's like no one watches the WNBA.
Yeah.
And okay, don't look at me and be like, "Well, that's insensitive." It's like you don't either. So fuck off. If you've
Good
watched
point.
every WNBA game, you're a loser first off. But and then you can say something. But there's no one on God's. It's like when Jesus is like, "Well, thou who hasn't sinned, cast the first stone." It's like, ah, shit. Thou who hasn't watched or who has watched every WNBA game can say something. They'll walk off, and then he'd probably start with one. Now who haven't watched one WNBA, and they all like most of them leave except for two WNBA games. And then there's one person that stays, and your wife cannot be a part of the WNBA. Oh, shit. That's the only people that watch is friends and family of whoever plays.
Yeah.
Anyway, Thor movie. Have you seen the trailer yet?
Nope.
Have you?
No.
Yeah,
kinda
no,
want to now.
it doesn't have any redeeming qualities to trailer, so I mean, maybe I don't know. If the movie was free,
So
I still probably wouldn't watch it.
I'm just really disappointed in society.
Hey, I think they learned. They learned in marketing, sex sells, specifically boobs. So they're like, what's the best way to sell this movie? Give them boobs. What? It works. Well, I mean, it doesn't actually in movies. It doesn't translate well, but yeah. Yeah.
Sex movies.
What?
I said in sex movies it would do well.
I think our society started going downhill the second that the first show or movie had a female president.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say a female.
Too far, Brandon. Too far.
Yes. Women's suffrage. Were we wrong?
Oh no.
You know what suffrage is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like suffering.
Yeah.
So when I first heard it, I'm like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that. I was like, oh, it's right to vote. Okay. Why did you call it suffrage?
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
is confusing because sometimes I'm like,
suffering,
which one
suffrage,
means what?
suck my dick.
of course.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Well, there is one video that I think I bookmarked.
You get the right side, I got the left.
Left nut or right nut or left shaft,
The
right
only nut.
shaft.
Use your imagination.
Joe Biden tumbling.
One of you is gonna have to lick my butthole.
Oh, God.
That's him.
I'm kidding. I'm not into that shit. The second hand or anything, even accidentally, gets anywhere near my butt, it's no. And I've been married to one person, and it's a no. And she's probably watching. You better not fucking try it.
She's not.
That's the only time it's okay to slap a bitch. You don't go anywhere near my butthole. No, it should be bookmarked. So, new tab. Yeah, it's that one. The YouTube video.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
I'm not gonna preface this at all. Just watch to your heart's content. He looks like he just shit his pants. You're the president of the United States of America and you need a bunny to get your attention? Like, hey, you need to go over there. It's like, why couldn't they had like one other person, like Secret Service person, kind of like nonchalantly moving on? No, they have this bunny come around because they know that that guy won't get his attention to go, the fuck is that? It's like our president's in such a mental decline that the only thing that gets his attention is a fucking bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, our
It was
our country's fucked.
Only for 2 more years.
Yeah. I mean, at least someone is controlling behind the scenes, so it's not like he's
I
controlling
like
behind
how
the
he's
scenes.
like
You know?
he like opened his arms because he thought he was gonna get a
Yeah,
hug.
yeah. Poor guy.
And he's confused.
Yeah.
He's
He's like,
like-
oh, I thought I was supposed to get a hug.
He doesn't know where he's going. He's like, what am I doing? And there were several times. So this was last Easter, which was 5 days ago. 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Well, now 6 days ago. But during this entire time, Joe Biden, in multiple instances, was being told by his wife to wave, to clap, and do all this kind of stuff. It's like, you're the president of the United States. This is the time where you just do it yourself. No, it's like, all right, clap. Okay. Shit yourself. I already did.
I already did.
Check.
You want to smell it?
Oh man.
I like the kids jumping up on my lap, especially when I got shit in it. Oh no.
Micah likes.
Shower.
Mm.
Well, do you guys have any questions before I move on to the more boring topic?
Do you think anal hurts?
It depends. Is there a lot of like foreplay beforehand?
I don't know if that makes a difference.
I say
Or-
like a
Or is it
little
just
bit.
like... Because I'd imagine if you just have Big Black Earl with his big black dick coming in and just fucking going for it, lubed up and ready to go, and gets in on a first thrust, then yeah. But like if there's a little bit of
I want you to overthink it that much.
a little bit of a rim job, couple fingers in first, and then maybe like gently put it in, then maybe not. I don't know. It's a muscle. You can relax a muscle, can't you? You just gotta massage it a little bit. I can't look you in the eyes when I say that shit.
All you gotta do is get a massage gun and go, nee.
Oh my god.
Now that would hurt. Like,
Why was that your first question out the bat?
it's just-
Do you think anal would feel good?
I said if anal hurts.
I know what you said, but
But that's what you heard.
yeah.
Hey, it was fun.
I mean, if you're starting with a dick this size, probably not.
I'd have no problem
It- it would-
sucking that thing up.
Clip.
Yeah.
Have you ever like inhaled air through your ass before?
That Easter bunny. Just beforehand, put a whole bunch of eggs in his ass. And like... okay, first thing. Rabbits don't lay eggs. I don't understand where that came from. And
Easter
yes,
bunny.
Easter was a holiday that was first a pagan holiday for like one of the fertility gods, but whatever the fuck. Christians are very good at taking old religions, pagan religions, and their days, and making it about Jesus. With Christmas, Easter,
Yep.
kind of did with Halloween, but not a Christian holiday. But yeah, you know what I mean. We kind of Christified it a little bit. Where now it's more about candy and about going to people's houses and not about the damned coming back from hell. So, and witches and bitches and yeah. Did you know that one person that we went to youth group with now says that they're part of a coven, sexually abused a child and is now in prison?
Kyle?
I believe a child.
No, I said Kyle. That's an inside joke.
No, not Kyle. There's another guy by the name of Alex. Tall, always wore fedora. You should always know by
I know.
fedora. Shit's gonna happen.
You don't remember him?
Alex.
He was older than us even.
Talked with Ashley a lot. And Michaela.
He did talk like a lot.
Oh my god, wouldn't shut up. He was a narcissist and I believe a psychopath. I didn't know it at the time what a psychopath was, but I'm pretty
We were
sure he
kids.
was.
Didn't really learn about it.
Because I think he was. I think he thought he was manipulating me, but I saw through
He
it.
was there for a lock-in one time, but he wasn't there for a lot of events.
No, he was typically there for I think not even winter retreat, was he? He was there occasionally,
Yeah.
but apparently he was convicted.
Youth group.
So now he's in jail,
Hmm.
and he's probably now able to answer that question for you.
Does it hurt?
I'll have to look him up.
He's been shitting bricks for weeks.
I don't remember this kid. I'm trying to.
Fedora is how I remembered him so
Mhm.
quickly. He always had a fedora hat. He always had a hat on. Not like a baseball hat, but yeah. You did get hit in the head pretty hard from a car.
Well, and at youth group too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
many times.
and I think in baseball too.
It's been a lot. Football. Basically, I'm a very high functioning
autistic, but
like no, I would say like brain
damaged individual.
Yeah. Very high functioning.
My
one.
brain's got 3 connections and they're all running at super high speed. But sometimes I gotta branch out to get something else, and that's where it's like snail going across this table. Oh, Carl!
Why'd you eat all those people?
Oh, Carl!
Some people are probably like, what the fuck?
It's an old thing.
That
It's
is an old thing.
But Justin decided to show me, and now it's a new thing for me, so I can say it incessantly.
No, it's a new thing.
It's a new thing for me,
I
too.
say it incessantly. I'll just,
Yeah.
at our work, whenever there's not that many people, like, Carl!
Yep.
Oh, Carl!
A
It just,
few people at work have seen it.
yeah. I think it's just like a Southern California voice, just like with the, like, different.
It's pretty easy.
Like,
to
oh, dude, Carl!
Yeah.
Any other non-sexual questions you want to ask me?
They can't be sexual.
That's all he has.
I mean, they can be, but
Mildly.
Mm.
have you ever?
What's one thing that turns you on the most?
Licking
Oh,
the
shit.
eyeball.
Wait, did you say licking the eyeball?
Yeah. That was running somewhere.
I don't know. I
remember
get
where.
turned on by a lot of things, so I don't know.
What's like the number one thing that's just like, boom, instantly you're like ready to fucking put them through the wall, like sexually charged up.
I think it's just if my wife is making advances and is like, oh yeah, let's go.
That's everyone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
No?
what else? If sometimes when you're like in that woman stage where you're like, I'm tired, I really don't want to do anything, and then they're making advances like, I just want to go to sleep, and then they start sucking your dick, and you're like, okay, fine.
That's all you need.
It works.
It's like, okay, here we go. All right, here's my second boost of energy. That's why you're tired today.
No.
Mm.
What's answer your own question?
Answer my own question.
Do you like butt stuff?
No, but like I'd definitely try it. You know, not me. Not me. Not me.
I'll definitely try it. Well, pull down your pants.
No, like I'd definitely like. I'm curious, but my God, there's no good way to fucking say this.
Austin, are you gay?
Like butt?
Not-
plugins?
Get in the closet,
Not-
motherfucker.
Not me on my knees, face down, ass up, being. No,
no, it's
that's
you on your knees, ass up, but like she's under you.
Oh.
Or sorry, he's under you.
Strap on.
Mm. I just.
If your dad could see you
I
now.
just found out about something about a friend of mine.
I feel like his dad. would
They're
be-
in love with you and they're a man? Or
Do you mean curious as in getting a toy?
No,
no, he means curious about fucking someone in the asshole, specifically a woman, right?
That's
Is that what
not
you're trying to say? I thought that was your.
No one can understand what you're trying to say.
You said you were curious about butt stuff.
Okay, I'm not talking what turns me on. You were this.
No, you said you were curious about the butt stuff.
Yeah.
You mean fucking someone in the ass, right?
Yeah,
Thank you.
not a
Because Justin-
man,
Okay.
a woman.
I thought you were talking about your own self.
Well, you don't have to know that they're a woman.
Yikes! Yikes!
Glory hole.
Oh no.
You don't know either way.
I
Are
don't
you
know.
gay?
I think about just the obsessive amount of hair would be like guy,
But
Not if they shave
or
it all.
you just see testicles.
I'm
you
pretty
know.
sure the guys that get fucked in the ass really try their damnedest to make sure it looks good. You know?
yeah, they probably shave.
Unless they're bears, then probably not. You know what a
Yeah,
bear
but
is,
you
right?
would see. Okay.
Not like
I
an
know.
animal.
You would see their pussy or their balls.
Not if you're not looking.
Not if it's pitch black.
I would fill around.
Yeah, but then you're gay because you felt another man's balls. And you're not a doctor.
it's a
so-
trap.
That's better than actually doing it and be like, fuck.
Damn it. Well, I gotta commit because I'm gay now.
It's too late now.
When someone breathes, you know, like they're like right here, and they're like,
That kind of thing?
yeah,
That
like they
turns
get
you
up-
on?
They're like a female, if they get like really close, or just like right next or like right on my ear, and they like breathe into my ear, but like a whisper. I don't know what it is about that,
You just go,
but we need to get some. We're gonna need some drywall fixtures
Jizz
soon.
in my pants. What? What?
And I jizz in my
Oh,
pants.
that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I remember back in the dating days when you do stuff that make, like, you had so much, like, pre-cum coming out. And your
Dude.
balls hurt like a motherfucker. And you're like, I just can't wait to get home to bust one out because, man, this hurts. You've had that? I feel like every guy in a relationship has had that.
Dude, pre-cum is a. It sucks.
I mean, it's there for a reason, but I know if I'm pre-cumming, then it's not going to feel very good. Unless you're actually starting to get into the action, then maybe, but like now today with my wife, if I pre-cum, it's like, oh, shocker, extra lube.
I'm pre-coming right now.
Justin just went into and then came back out of that closet. I don't think I enjoy that because right before you said that, I was starting to talk about my wife and I think that is creepy. Yeah, I'm getting off to this. Tell more.
I thought about.
Tell me more.
I thought about saying it before you talked about your life,
Okay,
so there
yeah,
you
nice save.
go.
Hey, ask sexual jokes, get sexual answers.
Stowers family.
Single women in your area?
Plenty.
Well, according to the website I went on.
Uh-oh.
All right, Raggy. That's it? That's all you could get out? That much grunting and you could only get a... And now he shit himself.
That would
I
be
stopped right before
Do you
that
have any
started
more
happening.
questions?
No.
Do you have any questions? God damn it, of course I gotta do everything around here. Fuck you and fuck you. I'm kidding, Austin did the thumbnails. Well, with my wife, they worked on doing thumbnails
I made
together.
the hell one. That was like all me.
Okay. But all the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one's, I'm going to leave this for last because this one's kind of boring and it's readdressing the climate change issue.
Mm.
So it's a bit boring.
I was literally burning plastic before I came home.
Nice. Kill the polar bears. Who needs them anyway? Who the fuck needs polar bears? Oh, they're cute. No, they're not.
I love that you said that. Were you doing it outside?
Speaking of climate change, oh! You just have a whole bunch of bottles of like Freon and just spraying it into the atmosphere, burning an ozone hole in the fucking earth.
How do you like burning that plastic?
What?
How do you like
Get
burning
yourself
that
together,
plastic?
man. It's only 3 a.m.
No, but like, because sometimes I'll start a fire like that. I'll take like
You can't.
a soda can, or like not a can, but like a soda bottle, or like a empty bag chip. You know?
Yeah.
And if you light it on fire, it kind of turns into like this liquid, and it drops, and it will continuously just flame.
Huh.
Anyways,
You could also do that with
It's a good-
styrofoam and acetone
Yeah.
called napalm.
mm-hmm. But anyways, it like drops
You
liquid
learn
fire.
a lot in chemistry that you probably shouldn't.
But it like drops liquid fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no,
I'll start fires that way.
If you have like a little itty bitty puddle of acetone, which is just nail polish remover, it's just a little bit more concentrated, and you take like a styrofoam cup and you just watch it melt into the acetone, and then you take a lighter and you light it, that's napalm.
Huh.
Yeah. And it'll just stay there forever, pretty much.
Don't do this at home.
Don't let anyone know you're doing it. Allegedly. That's somehow supposed to save you. So on this whole like discussion, I just wanted to bring it back because there's a couple of things I said that were stupid and a couple of things that I didn't say that I wish I did. And the first thing that I want to say is, if people really care that much about climate change, then they would try to focus on nuclear power or nuclear energy. Because
that just doesn't care.
What?
I said I'm just someone that just doesn't care.
This is to all the fuckers who would be like, you care more about the planet. So if you're still
you'll
here,
take
which I
care of the
doubt you
planet,
are,
but we need to have that one rebellious person,
Justin, could you
and
give
I'll
me the
be
battery? The AA battery.
burning.
I won't go too much into detail about this whole thing because there's a whole bunch of statistics, but I don't give a shit. All right. So how much energy am I holding?
2 AA's, so I mean, 2
That's
A's.
got at least got to be 2 A's.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it.
The power of God. That's what you're holding
So this fits or would fit.
in my ass.
It obviously. Fuck you, Justin.
I was thinking it too.
I'm making this hard on you, aren't I?
5 uranium pellets, and if burned properly, would have the same amount of energy as 600 gallons of gas. So, which right now would be like what, 3,600? No, because we're only at like 450, so it'd be like $2,400 of gas. But anyway, or it would be the equivalent of about 5 tons of coal in this amount of uranium. So to those bitches who are like, we gotta save the planet, fuck you, because you don't care about the planet. Because whenever we come up with a solution, nuclear energy, you're like, no. Or we come up with solar energy, you're the environmentalists who are like, that'll kill the birds. And now if we do wind energy, it's like, that'll also kill the birds. And then if we try to do hydroelectric, that'll kill the fish. What do you want? You can't save them all.
Honestly, just get rid of the birds.
That would kill the polar bears. Fuck them.
That's right. Yeah.
Fuck them. Polar bears should have died out a long time ago, because when you're one of the only animals that will actively hunt humans, you don't belong on a planet with 8 billion of them.
Sharks.
But yeah, if we could put this in a car, like, and get the energy from that, that'd be so nice.
Yeah.
600 gallons of gas worth of energy right there. That's like probably 50, 60,000 miles before you got to put more fuel in the car. Like, that would be great.
Your mama's so stupid she shoved
Oh,
the battery
fuck
up her
you.
butt and said, I got the power.
That's such an old joke. You told that when we were like 6
5,
and 7.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I still like that joke.
It's never gonna be gone.
Nice.
No.
Oh, you want to know how we harness energy from coal? How we turn coal into electricity? Justin, don't help him.
Well, you could pour water and electrocute it. Electricity.
No. So in order for energy can neither be created nor destroyed, meaning that it either goes from one form to another or it stays in its current form. You can't create it, because if you could, then it'd open up a whole bunch of fucking can of worms. Break physics, but
I'm a fucking smartass tonight.
yeah, you are. But how it works is this coal is put into a facility. It's
That's
typically
kinda
called a
crazy.
coal power plant.
Or
Wow.
Poland.
And they shovel it into a furnace. They light up all the coal, and right above the furnace is a vat of water. That vat of water gets heated up, turns into steam. That steam turns a turbine, and that turbine then turns a motor. Well, technically a reverse motor. That then sends electricity down a fucking cable. How do you think we get energy from oil?
Oh.
Like, how do we turn it into electricity?
Engines.
No. How do we turn oil into electricity? You take the oil, you put it in a vat, you burn it. Above the vat of the burning oil, you have water that turns to steam, that turns a turbine, that turns a motor, that turns or that spins and causes electricity to go through the cable.
A kid rhyme riddle kind of.
And then you fuck yourself up the ass, and well, that's the curriculum in school today.
Mhm.
So,
I know you-
not
you
in our
could get those-
generation.
I
That
know
was
you-
a silent education.
I know how you can get those two confused nowadays, but
Yeah. Men and women. What is a woman?
Yeah, what is a man?
No, what is a woman? There's a lot of
Someone
people
that
who
does
will
the
not
dishes.
answer that question. Oh my god. Someone who does the dishes. Oh, I'm a woman now. Nice.
Have you guys,
No.
have you guys seen that?
All right, I'm gonna ask
it's a
you
TikTok.
one additional question.
Fuck. Fine.
One more question. How do we get electricity from natural gas?
I don't know any of these questions.
You take the
because I don't
natural
care.
gas, you burn it above the burning natural gas, you have water that turns to steam, that turns a turbine, and we do the same fucking thing for every form of energy, but what happens to be the most, like, energy dense substance is uranium. But no, we can't do that because Chernobyl. It's like, come on. Chernobyl were a bunch of Soviets that didn't care about safety. They just wanted it to start. They just wanted the plant to go up into production because they were losing a lot of fucking money and a lot of people too. So they're like, fuck it, we'll start it. And oh no, catastrophe. Oh shit. And yes, I know 3 Mile Island and several others, but the amount of people that have died per unit energy is still lower than every other form of fucking energy. So nuclear energy is safe, it is effective, it is God levels more than anything else that we use to create electricity. And I don't understand why we don't do it. The nuclear waste, okay? Your nuclear waste. Your mom's nuclear waste.
She produces nuclear waste.
I produce nuclear waste, especially after this meal. All I need is a bit of jalapenos, and then it goes, woo, burns my asshole alive. Have you seen that video of Jimmy Neutron's dad? Son, one summer I sat on a banana, and it changed my life. I love that shit. Oh,
Have you guys seen
so
that?
funny.
That meme or TikTok or whatever? You could have probably seen it on maybe iFunny, and it's like this. It's like that thing where a woman's like posing in like a sexy outfit or whatever, and it's like, what would you do if you saw me in your home or your bedroom or whatever? You know, have you seen those?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, Amazon, the 2-for-1 dishwasher and
Sandwich maker.
sandwich making machine. What, man, how did that go? I don't know. It's like,
I still get the joke.
yeah, he was like, yeah, so it's like it has a mind of its own. It's something like that, but it was fucking funny.
Oh, there's
I know.
another meme that I watched. It was like a son, or I think it was a son, walks in and his mom and dad are in a room.
I'm just
And-
kidding.
And he, I know,
Allegedly.
About
Allegedly.
allegedly.
but he walks into the room and he asks his mom the joke of the question. He's like, "Mom, what's the difference between a woman and a light bulb, or a pregnant woman and a light bulb?" Well, you can't unscrew a woman or a pregnant woman. And his dad goes, "Ah!"
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I love that. It's like, there was another one. It was, "Mom, Dad, have you heard? There was an actress that got stabbed. Oh, who was it? Reese." And then they finish it. "Witherspoon? No, with a knife." It was the funniest shit I've ever heard. And the dad got it immediately, and the mom's like, "What? What's the fucking joke?"
Justin doesn't understand
It took me a minute.
Yeah, you're the mom, he's the dad. But it was funny. I love those jokes.
Have you? Oh, what was it? Oh yeah. Okay, you're gonna need to partake in this. I can't believe they're still together.
Who?
Your cheeks, because they've been through so much shit.
Oh yeah, I've heard that one. Wasn't that like a try to get the other person to laugh? There's like a cop firefighter one, wasn't it?
I don't.
Because I know one of them was, my wife told me to get in touch with my feminine side, so I crashed the car. I love that one so much.
Honestly, some of the best jokes are like, what would you call that? Sexist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not meant.
I'm married to a woman. Are you? You're just looking at Montgomery. What the fuck?
I got confused too. I think something crazy.
What? What?
I love that top one. Is Google male or female? Female, because it doesn't let you finish a sentence before making a suggestion. What did one saggy boob say to the other saggy boob? We better get some support before something thinks we're nuts.
Oh God.
Someone. God damn it! I fucked it up, and I'm reading it. Nice.
That's pretty
I
good.
don't really want to continue on this.
No,
No.
but that was good.
Yeah, those were pretty good.
Yeah.
As you could tell, I've been watching a lot of Johnny Depp.
It's also all over my feed, and I've never.
Every single video where she's like half Johnny Depp, half her, it's always her looking like a super bitch.
Mm-hmm.
When I try to press 2, shit just happens on YouTube.
Well, yeah, because it starts it at 2 or 20 or 20 minutes or 2 minutes. Yeah.
It was a lot funnier than it should have been.
Oh, it's kind of a dumb question, I guess. What is the most favorite video game that you've played
All time?
all time? Wizard 10122. I'm kidding. I wouldn't say Wizard 101. I have no answer for this either.
Not anymore.
What's a video game that I always keep going back to play?
Pokemon.
No.
For me.
Okay. But not for me.
It
Call
used to be,
call an ambulance. But not for me.
It used to be Minecraft for me.
Yeah, to be honest, Minecraft's pretty much the shit. I go back to that a lot. Oh shit. Oh no, my pebbles.
What about you, Brandon? Is it Minecraft for you?
That one actually came up. Nice.
I heard it.
What?
Is it Minecraft for you?
I have no idea.
I would either.
Rocket League?
I'd say like either Rocket League or like a Modern Warfare game,
Ooh.
like Call of
If
Duty.
we could go
or
back to
Modern
Modern Warfare 3,
Oh
I would
my
say
God.
that every day.
Dude, I would never
Infected,
leave my house.
2v2, 3v3.
It's not the
Yup.
same anymore. It's just hackers.
Yeah,
Oh, even the
If
new
they were-
games. The new games
if they were to
don't feel
remaster
very
it,
good.
Oh yeah, I'd play it. Yeah. I would go back to Call
Oh, Black Ops 2. Like, the
I hate
first
Black
one.
Ops.
I love Black Ops, the original.
No.
Like, the one where you had to use money to purchase the guns and everything. That was so much better for me than, oh, you gotta wait to a certain level. It's like, well, what if I just want one specific gun and I'm good with that gun? It's like, well, you gotta wait to level 49 of 50. What if I want a prestige? You gotta start over again. Fuck you. Hated that shit. Prestige. They should have stopped it at 50. There's a whole bunch of people that are like, I want to say that I'm prestige level 20. It's like, yeah, you're telling everyone you're a loser that sits in your mom's basement and plays video games your entire
I
life.
mean, back in the day,
True.
I was Prestige 20.
I wasn't prestige 20. I didn't see any point. After prestige 4, I'm like, what's the fucking point?
to shit on all the the kids and children.
You can still do that at prestige level 4.
Yeah, you can, but
You know,
it's
kids
like
and children are the same people. Right?
yes, I understand, but like no, like if someone sees that you're Prestige 20, they're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
you know, and they see like oh Prestige 4,
Here's
they're
the
like,
thing.
It's a flex.
Sometimes I would go in as like private 2. And I would be like top of the fucking
Yeah.
leaderboard
Yeah.
for the map. They're like, what the hell? I'm like,
That's
new account, sorry.
That's almost better, honestly.
Yeah, because
Oh.
they're like, oh shit, I got the shitty one again, and then I'm actually do better
Yeah.
than everyone else. I'm like, hi. I look like I'm a 3-year-old that can play better than them kind of thing. It was so fun.
I love that too.
I love that shit. There was one time that I was like level 5 and I did that round after round after round after round until eventually everyone else left on the other team, and then it was this one fucking lobby that filled up with all friends. I'm like, fuck this shit.
A game that I'm really good at is
Suck his
the
dick
new
3000.
I was about to say
that I was
foreplay.
good at was the new
Take it in the ass 400.
yes, that one I killed
Yeah.
it because
I know exactly what motions
I
to make
used
with
them
my
like a
hips to get him to
shish
nut quick.
nah, dude, I just
Oh.
went up and used them at like
We
a
need to do
kebab.
something with like booty beauty tips.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I don't know what to do there though,
beauty tips.
cause the thumbnail is so
I know what we
fucking
gotta do.
funny. Oh, we gotta wear makeup.
We gotta do it to
yeah.
each other and see how.
That'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah, you guys have to. It's gotta happen. Don't cry.
It's the sour candy mixed with wanting to laugh. It just makes my cheek.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever get that?
Yeah.
Yes, because
sore.
that was happening earlier when I
Oh,
was
I
having a
hate
few
that.
of them. I
Almost
was
like
like,
a cramp.
No, like you've been smiling for hours and
Yeah.
you can't stop. Oh, I hate that shit.
Kind of feels like a cramp.
Why? Why, God, have you designed that? I know I shouldn't be smiling that much. Don't make it painful.
no, but
Like,
Hi, welcome
okay,
to
that's
Domino's. My cheeks are hurting.
no, but we should definitely.
Yeah, we need to because
We
there's a
gotta do that.
thumbnail and
Yeah,
it
no.
looks amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
I was trying to think of another question. Oh, I guess I didn't answer it. I kind of did with the Modern Warfare, but I play a lot of the Call of Duties over and over again occasionally, and then
yeah.
right now I'm actually playing a game that I played maybe through 3 times. It's called Days Gone. Yeah, Days Gone, I think is what it's called. It's post-apocalyptic zombie
I've heard of it.
where you're playing as like a motorcycle part. Used to be a part of a gang kind of thing. I like it. Like
I've heard about it.
there's hordes in the game, not horrors, hordes. And the
Damn it.
and they're really nice, and they're actually really fucking difficult to kill unless you have like
Yeah,
all the
hordes are
top gear.
kind of difficult to kill.
Not
They
in
just
GTA.
keep coming back, dude.
Well, in GTA they do keep coming back, but at least you get that extra money drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were still talking about
Yeah.
Boris.
You put them in your car, you go somewhere secluded in GTA 5, and then
Like
you do all the
you
actions.
put them in the trunk, you take care of them, and then there's a new one right on the street again. It's like
Yeah.
they just don't learn.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You feeling lonely tonight? Not really. I got another one of you in the back of my trunk. If you want to hop in the car, I can add you to it. Oh my god, you're so hot. I'm coming in. You are an idiot. Oh, blonde. I get it.
Oh man.
That's a man too.
Chippendales.
What the fuck is Chippendales? Is this some gay lingo I never heard of?
Chippendales?
What strip club do you go to? Chippendale strip club to see all the naked men? So you can
You
test
know
out
about
your
it.
anal? I don't know about it. I'm insinuating. What the fuck is Chippendale?
Chippendales is a male strip club basically.
I guessed that out of fucking thin air.
That's what Chippendales is.
How the fuck do you know that?
Because I looked at applying one time.
Oh.
Hey, good money.
Yeah.
They'd probably
Good.
take a redhead.
Yeah. This raging ginger cock of mine. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you got nothing else to lose. I mean, another nut.
Another testicle.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
They might hire you for that one nut.
Mm-hmm.
they can call me the wrecking ball. And swinging like Miley Cyrus.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Yep.
And all the gay men are, woo, yeah! It's not women, it's just gay men.
Yeah.
Isn't it both?
you could probably get more men than women to go to one of those places because women go to actual strip clubs. I don't get that at all.
I don't
Like,
either.
I'll go with my guy to a strip club because I think it's cool. It's like
That's so weird.
Yeah. It's
you're
weird.
That's like
crying for
borderline.
attention.
Yeah.
Borderline cheating almost.
No, it's more than borderline cheating. That's pretty much cheating.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to look at you tonight. I want to look at her.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, you're a fat bitch. I want to look at a young 20-year-old skinny bitch. Remind me of the glory days.
Brandon just relates so much right now.
My wife is not fat. And she's not old. She's
Isn't that
26.
what you would say if she was, though?
What?
What would you say? if
Trapped
she-
you, bitch.
What?
Oh, trapped you. bitch.
You didn't trap me. I love
I
my
said,
wife.
isn't that something that you would say if that was true, though?
Not to my wife.
So you would call her fat?
What? Wait. What are you saying? Because
You
before,
understood what I...
Initially, I didn't catch that last part. Did you ask again?
would I call my wife a fat bitch if she was a fat bitch?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say you're a fat bitch. I'd be like, hey, honey, you need to lose some weight. Because she comes up to me sometimes. She's like, you need to lose some weight. I'm like, fuck. And I oblige for the most part, but I've not been doing very good. So
It's what you're holding.
No, but...
I had a couple of those customers coming today. Oh my god. God, your 50 pizzas are still coming out of the oven faster, not fast enough for your fat ass to eat it. If you want to, you can stand at the other end of the conveyor belt and let it just fucking fall into your mouth, you fat bitch. It was a man.
We were busy.
There's a lot. A lot. I mean, it's a pizza place, don't get me wrong. There's always going to be a lot of
Angry.
oversized, angry people.
triple, well, no, not triple. It'd be like quintuple XL. Like, huge.
Like,
Well, like,
fucking A.
just hold on, let me.
I just got that.
Thank you, Justin. Call
You're
back.
supposed to fall off, Boston.
It was getting pretty close.
Yeah, he was.
All it took was him to imagine looking up to a gigantic cock, and then he's like, "Ah,
Oh no!
Dad."
Oh man.
Oh, it's like a Deadpool Scoutmaster Kevin. Our Scoutmaster was Steve, which is ironic because your dad's name was Steve.
My dad had a secret life before. He worked at Chippendales.
That's how he made that much money.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Does anyone come up with a question? Because we still have 20 minutes to go and I don't have anything left. Oh, wait. No, I do have one thing. But it's a very short story because not a lot has come out about it. Apparently, I just saw, and I'm not going crazy, a spit bubble, a tiny ass fucking spit bubble just go up and pop right in front of my eyes. I've never seen it in my life before.
When?
Spit,
Yeah.
bubbled,
Uh-huh.
came off as a tiny ass fucking bubble, went this way, and then popped.
Hmm.
I'm not high, by the way. I just got off a shift from work. Doesn't mean that I'm not necessarily high if I got a shift from work, but I don't get high anymore. I got high once, and
I like they say anymore. You only did it once.
I got high once, and it was not good.
And I haven't done it since.
I haven't drank alcohol, so there's the anomaly for you. I'm that person.
You ready to get
So
fucked
am
up
I.
in Vegas?
Yeah.
Justin's gonna drink, and Justin, like me, has never had a sip of alcohol in his life, and he's 23 years old.
And I'm not done drugs.
Hey, when are we going?
August.
I did
January,
weed.
February, March, April, May, June, July,
How long you have
August,
to wait?
okay.
That's a long time, isn't it?
Like 3
Quite a few months.
months away.
What month is it?
Also,
May, June,
on
July,
our June
August,
trip,
4.
May have to come in a little bit early so that I can fly out to my grandmother's birthday party.
You are
Mm.
going.
I don't know yet.
It's expensive.
It is, but mom and dad have been like, hey, is the only reason because you don't have any money? And they're like, because if that's the case, we really want you to go. I'm like, okay.
So when would we have to come back?
We'd have to fly. So I would have to fly out that Saturday, the 11th. So we'd have to just come back Friday.
Your real mom.
Come back Friday instead of Saturday.
Yeah.
So just 1 day short.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
No, it's
No.
not.
No. My wife is still pretty apprehensive about going, and I don't know why.
About going to Idaho?
Yeah, no, going to
Kansas.
Kansas for
Kansas.
my grandmother's 80th. I'm like, this will be the last time I probably see my grandma.
No.
Like, I kind of want to go.
Really? You think so?
Probably.
Are you just never gonna go to Kansas again?
Johnny Depp? Fucking rips off.
I
the
hate-
fucking-
I hate when it doesn't, like when you
My
tap
phone
it.
does some weird shit too.
I was
It's
about to
like-
look for my phone and I realized it's the one filming us. So
You just
Yeah.
grab it and start doing shit. You just see the close up of your face. That is so good. Oh, my bad.
Oh shit! Oh, I spilt the beans. The sour beans. Well,
Fuck!
it fell like down this way. I don't know why you're looking that way. No, I did not just shit myself.
Allegedly.
Nice. There was something that Justin and I said earlier today at the same exact fucking time. What was it?
Damn it.
Like our boss let it up.
Yeah.
Oh, it was would you suck a guy's dick for $100,000? I was like, no. And then she's like, well, let me specify. You'd have to go until completion. I was like, oh, well, that's easy. It doesn't take me that long to get one off, She's like, and then of course I know what she was saying, so I'm walking around and it's like 10 seconds go by, and Justin and I both say, spit or swallow.
We had a major twin moment.
Oh, it was great. Oh, that was our closing shift today. Justin took forever to get all this shit done.
We'll talk later.
Yeah.
It's like if you're in trouble by your wife. We'll talk later about this.
Talk about this later. Not if you're Amber Heard. You'll just bring it up in front of a group of people. She apparently staged, to go back to that story, she apparently staged, I keep saying apparently, fuck me. God
Okay.
damn it, I can't speak. She set up Johnny Depp. They were both like in their living room, and I don't remember exactly what happened, but he started walking toward the kitchen, and one of her friends rushes in and said, Johnny, stop hitting her. And she says, Johnny, stop hitting me. And his bodyguard rushes in, Johnny Depp's, rushes in, sees what was going on, and sees that Johnny Depp is 10, 20 feet away, and she keeps saying it. Like, you better stop hitting me kind of thing. It's like, okay. And then he rushes Johnny Depp out, and that bodyguard is such a boss that when he was on the stand, he actually divulged more information than he was supposed to and almost got in trouble because he cares that much about Johnny Depp. I was like, boss, hell yeah. Because he was an ex-cop, he knew exactly what he could or couldn't get away with. I was like, oh yeah. It's like the lawyer asked something in regards to like his injuries in regards to some stuff. So he was like, oh right, there's this, and there's a little bit of a pause. Like, he also had some bottles thrown at him, and one of them cut open his finger. It's like, oh, no, you're not supposed to say that. I'm like, well, it's out. The cat's out of the bag now. It's not like the jury doesn't know.
Brandon, do you think you could be your own lawyer?
No one should. Even lawyers should not be their own lawyers. Lawyers are smart enough to know
What
that
if
you
you-
need a lawyer.
What if you save $100,000 and you know you can do it yourself?
What?
Like
You
if you're
you should
accused
not
of something-
defend yourself ever. A lawyer will tell you that, or if you go to law school, day one, it's going to be never defend your own case because you're going to be biased and you're going to be seen as biased from any jury. So even if you are presenting, even if you're presenting facts to the matter, you are biased in your position, and the jury will see it that way. It's like 99% of all cases that had someone represent themselves, they came to the same conviction as what was before. They didn't get off with less time, or they didn't get off with less fines. Don't represent yourself. You always need representation, even if you are a lawyer and know how it works.
Aren't lawyers technically biased? Like, for you?
They're just doing the job. They're a mediator. It's just their job to do it.
What if the lawyer knew you did something wrong based off talking to you? Will
It's
they
their
still-
job.
It's still their job
Oh,
to get
okay.
you off.
Alright.
It's still their job to make sure
So
that
I would consider that bias. technically.
not necessarily. I mean, and it's also attorney-client privilege.
Yeah.
What you tell your attorney so that they have all the information that the other side could have against you, they
Yeah.
can set up a better case for you. So they want you to divulge as much information to them, but nothing to the cops. They're like, if you get pulled over, the only things that you say, I can't remember what it was. It was,
I plead the fifth.
no, it's, am I being arrested? And if so, shut the hell up. And if not, then it's, what are you pulling me over for? If they say, shut the hell up, hand them whatever you're supposed to hand them and then solve it later. It's like, don't say shit. Every lawyer will say, shut your fucking mouth. If the cop asks you a specific question and you are legally supposed to respond, then yes. And then they'll tell you there's only like a few things you
I
have
don't
to.
think you ever legally are supposed to respond.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah.
And in fact, if you ask, and there's a reason for this, if you ask a cop for their badge number and they don't give it to you, then I believe you are legally allowed to leave the scene.
Yeah.
Because you have to assume that they're not a cop and they're pulling you over falsely to try to get you to do something.
Unless they're doing a legal act, then they won't answer that question. It's like, oh, what's your badge number? If they just start shooting.
That's when I go.
Yeah. But if you ask for badge number and they give you a fake one, you can also ask, hey, could I speak to your supervisor? They're going to go, oh.
In their head, they're always saying that. Like, oh, not another
God,
sir.
you know what? Fine, fuck it. And they get their supervisor out.
Yeah.
Their supervisor walks out and is like, dude, we saw you do 4 lines of coke, do donuts in a fucking parking lot, and take off. Why are you asking for me?
If it didn't do it the third time,
This
then
has
I
been
would
here
have.
for way too long. Hold on.
It's been what too long? That was close.
It's like a drunk man's attempt. No more questions. No questions.
No question.
No quizzes. No questions. No nothing.
No question.
We got 12 minutes.
Do you think?
What do I think? Therefore, I'm not.
I had a stroke in mid thought, so it's fine. I'm fine. Everyone's fine.
Oh, I saw a stupid article. So I was looking like through news stories. There's a dumb article from CNN that had the headline be, "Does the Queen have a sense of humor?" It's like, who the fuck cares if the Queen of England has a sense of
She's
humor?
about to die anyways.
It's like CNN. No wonder why no one ever listens to you, because you come up with stupid fucking. And that's probably the only story that will be true from CNN is, yep, she is. It's like, oh, well, in this case, you might be right. Broken clock is right 2 or 3 times a year. That's how that saying goes. What are you doing?
Hold on.
Oh.
You guys missed something.
Oh shit.
Well, you're going to miss it. So, because Justin is a dumbass.
Well, I pressed 2 so they could see it too. Is this? coming soon?
I think it already happened.
Ah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Because you gotta. I just did something.
Ah.
Smile.
Yeah. Never
Yeah.
mind. Okay.
Did something smile.
You know the smirk, like I just did something and I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna get away with it. Smirk. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did.
Yeah. You're
I don't
right.
know how I did, but Justin
No.
was looking over this way and he didn't even see me.
I really thought I was gonna have way too much material for today.
Material.
No, we got through it like.
I know, because a lot of these, it's like, okay, we're gonna talk about it a little bit, but not like fully. Is there anything else in the Johnny Depp story? Could you ask me questions in regard to that, and let's see if I can answer it? Because I don't. I have. What did he do?
Damn it. I gotta speed this up because I don't know where it was. Hard to find.
Nice. Nice. I mean, no one's really watching this live stream anyway, so it's fine.
No. But
We also need to find a way.
Oh, it's coming. It'll be here in a little bit.
I can't believe I got away with it. I don't know how you guys didn't see that.
What?
Just wait. Just wait.
Oh,
I don't know why that was.
You're
so
just
funny.
laughing. We have no idea.
It's like, oh, Austin's going insane. It took long enough. You know, we're expecting it. It would be kind of nice if we could find some way to like play video games on a live stream. And
Yeah.
do this shit.
Agreed.
That'd be nice. And then
Mhm.
every time that you lose, the other one's gotta take a hammer to your nuts.
Maybe not that
Sorry,
extreme, but
nut.
You can't lose the second one.
Yeah, every time you lose, you gotta suck the other one's dick.
I don't want to play that game.
I don't want to either. But don't worry, it's Minecraft.
It
No
could
one
be
loses.
Spicy food, but Austin would win.
I mean,
that
then
one.
again, yeah, you
Oh.
could technically lose on
I don't
Minecraft.
want to play that game.
I don't want to play that game. I don't
wanna
have.
play that game.
I have one life. Okay.
I don't want to play that game.
Is this the real life?
Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide,
no escape
from reality.
Open your eyes,
Look
up to the sky and
see.
I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy. Easy come, easy go. Little high, little go. Fuck you.
What did
You're
you
supposed
do?
to stay with me the whole time,
I'm
fucker.
I'm sorry.
Next stream. Okay, so here's the thing about next week. I have to wake up at 8 a.m. to take a test, a very long test, hard and long test,
Hard and long.
Tasty.
very long, very hard, and there is
Very
black
long.
and white,
Very hard. And it's black.
but there's also white. So.
And white.
Yeah,
Swallow too.
I have to take the MCAT next week.
Yeah.
At 8 a.m. Probably won't get out until 4 p.m. And I'm going to be so fucking tired. So that stream, good luck, guys. Because I'm not going to be able to do shit. I'm going to be so tired. Oh, maybe that's the week we do makeup. That'd be more
I
funny.
like that we're looking at each other.
No, I
That'd
know
be
what
more
I'm gonna
funny.
do.
Oh. For 2 hours.
I just have an idea.
You going to flip that coffee cup upside down and jack it off again into your mouth? Well, that wraps up this episode of the Midnight Snack Podcast. Hopefully we had the goods to keep you up tonight. Probably fucking not, because the last 30 minutes was a shit show.
Maybe 10 minutes.
I thought I had a career. Not anymore. If you didn't watch it tonight and you fell asleep, you can watch it in the morning, but we're gonna call you a pussy because you're a pussy.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Pussy.
You're a pussy.
Pussy.
That's not a pussy. That's a.
Pussy.
I almost said it.
But pussy.
I was like immediate ban on the live stream. Sorry, back to this outro. God damn it.
Hey, we'll finish out 4 in no time.
Until next time. Get fucked.